guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited. I'm going to be doing another declutter series. I'm going to be doing eyeshadows and a little miscellaneous other things that I have in my eyeshadow drawers. This might be a two-part video just because I have a ton of eyeshadows to go through. So why don't we just get started? I don't know how well you guys can see me, but this is how we're going to do it today. So I'm going to start off with just these palettes. I don't want to make this video too long, so it is going to be a two-part video like I had mentioned at the beginning. Don't mind my shadow, just my lighting is way off. But let's just get into this. So the first palette I have here is a Morphe palette. This is a 35B palette. And of course I am keeping this palette just because it's a colorful palette and I don't have very many of these. Now the pigmentation is kind of a hit or miss with this palette just because some eyeshadows are really pigmented and blend out really well, but then others are not that pigmented and some are very hard to blend. But it is a very great palette for those colorful looks, and I honestly have been loving venturing out into colorful makeup looks, so I'm definitely keeping that. So this is the Morphe 3502 palette. I have not really used this all that much. My black one did break, and so it's kind of like all over the place. Like if you can see, it's all over the place. I haven't really touched it. I mean, fall is coming around, so I think I am going to keep this just so I can play with it in the fall. So I'm definitely keeping that one. So this is the Masquerade, the mini one by Juvia's Place. And this is another palette I have not played with, but I heard it's really, really good. I have played with it a few times. As you can tell, I've used some of like these shades, but I haven't really dipped into like the colorful looks, and I really, really want to before the summer is over. So I'm kind of glad because honestly, I totally forgot I had this palette. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be using this palette soon in a look. So I'm definitely keeping that one. And then I have the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. Now this is an amazing palette. As you can tell, this palette has been used. It has been beat up. I've used it so many times. And I really, really love it. The pigmentation is amazing. The blendability is really great. So I'm definitely keeping that one. So this is the Lorac Pro Mega 2 palette. And honestly, guys, I was not a huge fan of this palette. I believe I have the Lorac palette, the original one. But this one I was just not a huge fan of. I don't know. I just maybe like the color scheme honestly doesn't like really call out to me. So I'm definitely going to be giving this one away to one of my friends. It hasn't been used. Like I've used it maybe twice, but it's just, I don't know. I never reached for this palette. So this is definitely going to be the one to give away. These I am going to keep because these are my custom palettes. Although I kind of want to go through them and get rid of some of them. Just because some of these are actually like the first eyeshadows that Morphe came out with. Which has got to be over, I don't even know how long ago that was. There's a mixture of Morphe and Makeup Geek eyeshadows in here. I will probably go through each one of them and see which one I will get rid of, but I don't think I'll do that in the video. I don't think that's the type of video you would want to watch. But so far I will keep keeping these. These Makeup Forever Magnetic palettes are amazing. I actually love these more than the Z palettes. They just fit so many more eyeshadows than a regular palette, like a Z palette. And most of these I'm going to keep because these are like, most of these on here I believe are Makeup Geek. So I'm definitely keeping those. So the next thing I have here is this, my Orpha Zanali and Artist Couture box, her collab. This is one I will definitely not get rid of. I love this highlight. Unfortunately I don't use it much because I did lose the cap to it. So it's like all over the place in here. And then I have these two that I use as well. These two are the ones I use the most, of course, because they're not in here. But yeah, unfortunately I did lose the cap to that. So I just kind of keep it in the box. I don't really use it because it was limited edition. The next one is a brow palette. And of course I'm keeping this as the Anastasia brow palette. This is all the shades. This is perfect for when I go and do makeup on other people. I take this with me everywhere I go to all my appointments, just because that way I don't have to be carrying so many different products, so many different brow products. So many different brow products. Do you guys see how oily I look? That is so gross. Okay, moving on. The Violet Voss and Laura Lee palette. Okay. This is another one that's kind of somewhat been used. This one fell out, of course, But honestly, I feel like I have these shades in other palettes, but only because it is a collab, I am keeping it. I tend to keep all the collabs no matter what. No matter if I use them or not, I tend to keep them just because they're collabs and they're a little bit more special, because like these are the people that I learned how to do makeup from, so it's kind of nice to keep these. I have a whole drawer full of like collabs and all this stuff. Here's another collab actually, and this one I am keeping, of course. I am keeping more for the box because the box is really pretty. But it has the Ofra and Nikki Tutorials collection. I wasn't a fan of these two lip products, but I am a huge fan of this one. This one. The highlight I don't have no more because it broke. You guys probably saw that in my other video. But I'm definitely keeping this because the box is really pretty. So now I have this Jouer Powder Highlighter Trio. I got this at IMATS in January, and I still have yet to try these. I know one of them is broken, so I have 3 little ones. This is Citrine Topaz, which is the broken one. This is broken, and then I have Rose Quartz, which is this one. I'm definitely keeping these because I have not tried them, and I've swatched them and I know they're really, really good, so I'm definitely going to keep these. These are like, of course, high end highlights, so I'm definitely keeping those because your girl loves her highlights. The next one is another highlighting palette. This is the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. I'm keeping this just because this is such a fun palette to play with, you guys. If you want like an out of this world highlight, like different colors, this is the palette to get. I also wanted to get the other palette. I do have the Aurora palette. It's probably my other. It'll be in the second video. But these are so amazing. Like, you can use them as highlights. You can use them on the eyes. They're so versatile, and they're really, really pretty. It's like when you want to get out of your comfort zone, or when like girls go to music festivals like EDC and all that stuff. You know, you want to dress up to the occasion. These are perfect for that, and I love that. I'm not getting rid of that for sure. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy palette. This I am keeping just because I feel like, honestly, no matter what other palettes I have, I cannot find like these 2 shades in them. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But I really, really like this palette. I haven't played with it, so I'm going to definitely play with it again. But as you can tell, I have used this one right here plenty of times. I used to go for this palette all the time when I first got it, and I really, really like it. It was probably one of her first good palettes that she came out with, because I know one of them wasn't that great, but this one is really, really good, and I really, really liked it. The Becca and Jaclyn Hill collection. Now this is the face palette, so it has the 3 blushes and the 2 highlights. Of course, I am keeping this. Like, this is another collab, so of course, like, there's no way I'm gonna part with it because it is a collab. This is a blush and bronzer mini palette. Excuse my hands, like they got really dirty. From Coastal Scents. I have never, ever touched this, guys. Never. So this is definitely something I am getting rid of because never used it. Probably never will use it. So what's the point? I'm sure someone else can get a use out of it. Dose of Colors Ice Cream Palette. I have used this once in a video. Just once. And honestly, like, I feel like these shades I have in a different palette and like other palettes, and they're not, I mean, they're pretty pigmented, but I don't know. I mean, I never go for it, so I kind of just want to push it out, get rid of it, make room for other stuff, if that makes sense. I'm like sweating like crazy. I don't know if you guys can tell. Well, the next one is a Makeup Forever Artist Shadow Palette. Now this is this one. Honestly, I never ever go for this. It just never called my name just because, like, it doesn't have any matte eyeshadows. So it's like, okay, well, if I want to create a look, I would have to take 2 eyeshadows instead of just one. So it's not very versatile. It's not very travel friendly. So I am definitely getting rid of this one. Probably going to get rid of the other one too that I have. This is the BH Studio Ultimate Brow Palette. Now this I am keeping as well because it is a great, like, it's like a dupe. It's a dupe for the Anastasia brow palette. The only thing is this one has like that wax that helps like set the brows better, and it's really, really affordable. It's from BH Cosmetics, and it's just a really, really good palette, so I wouldn't get rid of it just because I do makeup on other people. It's good to have. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. I believe I got this in a BoxyCharm. I believe. I have not played with it though. Here's the thing. This is another type of eyeshadow palette that I do not like. Only because there are no matte shades in here. They're all pretty much shimmer shades. Or shades that like, yeah, just shimmer shades. They're just shimmer shades. So it's like, why make a palette with just shimmer shades? So honestly, this palette is just not travel friendly. It's just going to take up space. I'm never going to go for it. Might as well get rid of this as well. I'm going to cut this video to like 15 minutes or 10 maybe. So I have this other one, this Blink Electric Eyes palette. This is also something I got from my BoxyCharm. I am dying. Do you guys see how oily I look? Oh my god. So this is another, again, this is another eyeshadow that only has shimmers, and I don't really like that just because can't create a look. But let's just talk about how freaking creamy these are. Okay? These are super creamy. So because of that, because they're so creamy and they're so pigmented, I'm not going to get rid of it. This one, I am dying to do a look with this one. I think I'm going to do a look with this one soon. So the next one is, look, okay. I know they're not friends anymore. I know there's so much beef going on with them right now. I know this isn't available anymore, but it still is a collab and I'm still going to keep it. This is the Jeffree Stars and Manny MUA collab. This is the first one they came out with, 2 liquid lipsticks and the Skin Frost. Now the liquid lipsticks I loved. I loved Daddy. Daddy is such a great cool tone brown. And then there's also I'm Shook, which is really nice for the summer. The only thing I didn't like from this palette, from this collab, was the Skin Frost. I just feel like it was not, I just feel like the Skin Frost just wasn't a great product. The consistency in the powder and like the texture was really, really rough, and honestly it's just too icy. Like, it's just super icy. It's not something I would put on as a highlight, and it just felt like really rough. Like, and I feel like eventually, like, it just, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, like, it's just like little specks that just kind of clinged together. But I am still gonna keep this just because, of course, it is a collab. So, oh my god, it's so hot. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's not that long. I didn't want to make it long just because I still have a lot of other eyeshadows to go through, and I didn't want to overwhelm you with throwing all those eyeshadows into this video, making the video almost 40 minutes long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!